Hello, my name is Dr. Meikle Paschal. Doctorate degree in education. I've spent many years in the field of education, undergraduate degree in psychology, and I've spent many years working as a social worker. Uh, and more so, I spent a lot of years exploring myself and trying to come to grips with those things that I was not too pleased about within myself. Primarily the anger that enabled me to survive a hostile environment, growing up in the projects, growing up in a single parent, female-headed household, fights, so many fights. Fights with contemporaries, fights with older men, fights within the house, near escapes with the police, and so many wrong turns that caused me to lose valuable years of my productive life. But fortunately, I was able to escape. I was able to evolve, and how I survived a very dangerous environment is something that I want to share with all of you. I was thinking about the course of my life now that I have grown older and have looked back on those things that really impacted me as I grew up. And the thing that hit me was the fact that I was angry so much of the time. And I was really angry at a lot of things, including my family, primarily my mother, my father. And that anger really impacted me as I went into the workforce, as I moved around through different communities, different stratas of my life. And today what I want to speak to you about is how I was able to overcome my anger, put it behind me. And I began to address this in a chapter of my book, The Black Buddhist A Spiritual Journey. All I saw was an angry man. And it kind of was cathartic just to write that. Writing about my anger caused me to reflect upon those things that made me angry and to begin to deal with how I overcame my anger. And I want to share this with you. One of the ways that I have actually dealt with this anger is to address the younger me. And I did that in writing a letter to me. Now I'm going to read this because I think that would be the best way for me to present it to you. So here we go. Hey you, I think about you sometimes. I wake up in the middle of the night scared and think about how many near-death experiences you had, wrong choices, bad decisions you made, how angry you were, and how violent, how stupid and goddamn ignorant you were. But I also remember the critical, correct choices you made, your strength in getting a excellent education, your work ethic, how you cultivated your mind. Plus you read and developed a fierce discipline that probably saved your life. Lying here, not able to get back to sleep, jittery, tossing, turning, thankful that the universe allowed you to escape getting arrested for your petty thievery at Dutton's, for stealing gloves in the winter, or changing those busted shoes for motorcycle boots at Morgan Memorial, for not getting arrested for all those years of selling reefer. Cops must have known. But what would have happened to you in jail? Oh my God. A cute, skinny boy like you in jail being raped and handed around. Oh God. Never being able to go home after so much humiliation. Thank you for letting me escape. Thank you. But you know, your anger and that ghetto mentality held you down. Many doors closed on us when you were angry. I know it bothered you. So many strange men in your home. Yeah, we know. Wow. Stop shaking. Don't get angry now. I have to go to work in the morning. We have to get some sleep. Try to go back to sleep. Those days are gone. We forgive her. She did what she had to do, a single mother with 4 kids, 4 fathers. She had her own story, her own problems. You'll never understand. Yeah, but that bullshit motherfucking father really could have done better by us. But he's dead now. They're both dead. More than 20 years now. Therapy helped. Therapy helped us understand. Years of therapy helped. We needed it. Not because we're nuts, just hurting. And no one is alive to really put meaning to it all. They're all dead. You, though, you survived the violence, the poverty, the hunger. We have evolved. Ma's quiet conversations echo in our mind. You are special. You have forgiven them both. Yes, we have, and sometimes during nights like this, Ma comes and comforts me, comforts us, sits at the head of this bed and tells us everything is going to be all right. Can't start crying now. We didn't do too bad. That anger is now our power. Those experiences are resources we share with each other. I want you to know I have deep insights and skills. Slowly, these sleepless nights have become less frequent, almost rare. I stand on your shoulders. Our whole family stands on our shoulders, boy. I'm proud of you, of me. Can I say that? Yeah, we forgive ourselves. We could forgive them too. They did their best. This letter to me caused me to reflect, to think about things that bothered me, to think about how I overcame them, to think about how I evolved over the years and developed into a grown man, a senior now, who has come to grips with the many things that plagued me, that hurt me, that bothered me, and put them into perspective. I wonder how many of you are dealing with the deep anger that plagued me throughout most of my life. And I challenge you to think about it, to write about it. I challenge you to actually share how you overcame your anger or your desires to overcome your anger. We know that it is a negative, and negatives hold us down. And many of my friends didn't live long enough to overcome their anger. They didn't live long enough to forgive their parents. They didn't live long enough to forgive themselves. And I'd like to challenge those of us who remain to provide solutions or embrace solutions, various ways that we can better our lives. So there will be a brief survey, an opportunity for you to express what you've done, how you've addressed this, how you'd like to address overcoming your anger, forgiveness, and leaving that burden behind you. Thank you. I'd like to reach out to particularly the young men, and provide them with whatever support that I can to help them deal with their anger. I take on this challenge because so many of my friends growing up did not survive. So many of my friends growing up made bad choices based upon anger, went to jail, caused their life path to deviate. And this is an opportunity for me to reach out at this point in my life. Not that I've done anything spectacular, but I think I've come to some understanding, and I would like to be of help to primarily the men and the young men in particular, but also the young women if the case may be. But to anyone who is dealing with anger that they want to put down, please reach out to me. I will help to my utmost. Thank you.